Hello and welcome to Katskov Rambles Episode 1. I'm just going to, ramble and work on the things that I need to work on. Right now, I'm working on filling out a frontier sector in Galactic Requiem. And so that's what I'll be working on. I'll be talking about what I'm doing as I go along. Let's see. So, this is, a deep frontier sector. It doesn't technically have a sector coordinates on the galaxy map yet, because it's deep frontier. It would be far south off the base map. And so we will go slow over all this, because talking and working and bringing up multiple files at once will take time, and yeah. Let's see. So first of all, let's make sure I can make grids. I have to remember the scale I used for them before. And I'll double check that. Yep, scale 10. There. So each blue line here represents a safe jump route, while the purple lines, but purple squares more so, indicate the locations of star systems. Not necessarily stars, but systems nonetheless. Each larger yellow square indicates a subsector of about, I forget the exact measurement, let's see, 15 by 15 light years. There's 10 of them to create a 150 by 150 light year sector. That is what the squares, the white squares in this grid, are made of. Sectors, each one, 150 by 150 light years. Now, back to actually working on it. Let us take the mark. So there's two ways I can generate the locations of systems in a sector. One's easy and one's far more difficult, if not, I guess, more accurate. I don't know the statistics on it. But I could roll a two D15s and place a grid of marks of systems, or, give me a second, I'm going to grab a bunch of dice. Here we are. Sorry about that. Opening the dice container. Grabbing out all the dice, and here we go. First things first. It's been a while since I... Shit, alarm. There we go. It has been a while since I last generated a system. So, I need to double check the exact numbers I'm supposed to roll on the chart to generate the amount of systems. Here we are. 5D2. Okay. Well, I don't have a D2 or a D5, so let's just click here. Open this up, and 5D2. Do a little roll. 8. Okay. So now we go back to here, and we know that there are going to be 8, so I have 10 dice available because the total equals up to 10. I'll remove 2 of those. Just toss a bunch of dice on the table. One almost fell off. And now I look at this arrangement, and we have one up in the corner. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong layer. I'll change the layer later. One up on the corner, one about here, another one here, one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8. There we are. 8 stars. Well, systems, not stars necessarily. Now, let's connect them to the FTL network. Head over to the Draw Explorer, make sure I got the right settings selected. There we are. So, this bit, I mean, I suppose there's probably a way to make system connections, well, FTL connections mathematically or something, but I just go with what's logical. It makes it a lot simpler and a lot more pleasant and easy to do without a bunch of additional roles and so forth for it. So we just make some basically connections. I like that they look a bit like constellations, even if I am not a fan of astronomical constellations, but eh, yeah, we'll make that a circuit. We'll connect this one off to there. And we'll connect both of those to there. Looking at the number of connections, we will assume that this system is an important system. I did not decide that beforehand, but given the FTL routes, it is obviously a system a lot of people are traveling to. Theoretically, I could, decide such things beforehand, but we're just going with what, we're going with what we find. Putting happy little systems everywhere. Okay, let's see. So we have actually have a system for figuring out star names, because galaxy's big, lots of fucking stars. Let's see. I'm not sure I'm measuring yet. I just gotta count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 by 4. So let's go over to the sector notes. I have a screen for that somewhere. We're just gonna work on that system because it's a looks like an important system. So 5, 4. That's our sector number, well, our subsector number. Double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we find that system itself. That system is 3, 10. So now we input 3, 10. And that gives us our designation for that sector. Now, while we're here, let us generate that sector. I have a file that gives me information to generate sectors, and I got it as well, the file, text file, turned into a bot, so I can just hit generate, and bam. This sector has a D-class object, 9 objects in orbit. Let's see. asteroid field, ice giant, artificial structure, primordial planet, asteroid field, icy planetesimal field, a gas giant with nothing in orbit, and an asteroid field. Okay, yeah, we can work with this. So let's go back just for completeness. Head on over to the set of stars. I think I have them as objects. No, hidden. Right. A D-class star, white dwarf, and we will place that as an object in the system. There we go. Now let's make some quick notes about it. Here we are. Well, let's just quickly note that it has 5 connections. 5 FTL. 5 FTL connections. Now, let's generate some interesting details about this star system, or come up with them more so than generate them. For now, at least. Okay, the artificial structure will make that into the main hub and the reason why people come to this system. So I'm thinking perhaps we make that not a Dyson swarm. We're in the frontier, and there's one major one of those in the core. That would be these ones. So we can't make it a Dyson sphere or a swarm, or even a partial Dyson sphere or swarm. So instead, let's make that just a multiple city stations. Well, if we want to be technical, let's be more accurate. We'll even specify the type of station here. Let's see. Multiple O'Neill cylinders. There we are. If you don't know what an O'Neill cylinder is, well, it's a giant, well, not giant, it's a large station that generates it's a large station that generates its gravity via spin. It is a way to generate artificial gravity using known physics. And if you care enough about the exact details about this O'Neill cylinder, the ones we're placing here, they have a rough, not a circular diameter, but a rough size scale of 10,000 meters. They are large O'Neill cylinders. So that will be the reason why people are coming to this system. We'll also note that Object 4 is important. We'll make it a major trade, not lane, location. There we are. Object 4 is a major trade location. Assumedly, people from all the systems nearby, all those 5 connected systems, travel there, and from there, well, they either send goods out into the outer sectors or in towards the core, because it's not in it's basically the choke point of the sector. Okay. What else is there? Well, um, hmm. Yeah, no, that should cover the very basics of this object. And we are, yeah, that covers enough of the basics of that one. Oh shit, there we go. So let's just close that. I mean, we will go into more detail on each system, probably. Well, not too much detail. Well, as much detail as we need, more so, given the scale of everything. Like, this sector, 150 by 150 light years, if I can get my cursor to, I mean, you can probably see my cursor, I just want it to point for some reason. It's not too important. There we go. This should contain about 1,000 to 15,000, not 15, 1,000 to 1,500 stars. Well, sectors. Well, not 1,000 to 1,500 systems on average. Okay. So, I mean, theoretically, if players go there or I need to write a story in such a location, I can give it more detail if it's a relevant location. But, let's see here. Here we are. Let's generate the one that's connecting it. Sure. Let's see. Well, first let's get the data on its location. No, let's generate the one closest over. So it's 1 by 5. I'm just heading over to the notes and 1 by 5. We already know that it's 5, 4 for the sector location, and that is 1, 5. Now, let us bring this back up and generate another system. And here is what we got. This system, 9 objects again. Now what do we have here? Anything good? Ice giant with a bunch of moons. We can make those habited. We'll also probably do that with these moons, given that that one's a major system. Gas giant with rings, barren planet, asteroid, an alien planet, meaning alien planet means we got to generate atmospherics for it, and 3 asteroid fields. There's probably a trade lane in this system because this system is being used as mining, of course, given all the asteroid fields. Easier to mine outside of a large gravity well than inside of a large gravity well. Okay, let's see. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Objects 4, 5, 7, 8, and 9 are, will have mining bases. Okay. And there we go. Well, we need to place the system. It's a new system, meaning it's just formed from a nebula. So let's just close this. Grab the new system object. Which is the nebula. and then place that. And we're out of time. Well, we'll continue this next time. My ramblings are done.